Well, this weekend, the Aviation Museum of Kentucky is holding their annual Santa Fly-In event, where Santa lands right here in Lexington in a police air unit helicopter.
Okay, how cool is that?
Very exciting.
Well, Mrs. Claus, of course, and Gunny joins us now to tell us the event details. So, Mrs. Claus, I didn't even know that you were allowed to leave the North Pole.
I was going to say, you must have got an earlier flight in.
I snuck out early. The elves were getting on my nerves.
We understand. You came down with all this cold weather. You just joined us with the cold.
It just follows me wherever I go. I'm sorry.
For anyone who maybe is new to the Lexington area, could you guys walk us through the fly-in and what goes on?
The Santa is going to come in on the helicopter about 2 o'clock on Sunday, December the 8th. Okay. And then he will come into the museum, and the kids get to come and talk to him. They can tell him what they want. Their parents can take all the pictures they want with Santa and Mrs. Claus. And we have a couple of little helper elves that come down with us. And they have a ball. And then they get to go and view the museum. They can walk around. There's a helicopter they can climb into and fly wherever they want to pretend they're flying to. There's a little Cessna 150 they can climb into. If they look closely, there's a bear flying one of the airplanes. That's so cute. All you need to do is every person over 6 needs to bring a new unwrapped toy for the Toys for Tots program, and this young Marine and his buddies will take them and deliver them for us. And it is a wonderful program.
Absolutely. Well, that's so awesome.
And so, Gunny, tell us a little bit about how this process works. Once you get those toys, what happens?
Yes, ma'am. So we're going to collect toys for about 13,000 children in the local area. So for Jessamine, Fayette, and Franklin counties. And we're going to be handing those out on the 13th, 14th, and 15th.
This is such a fun event. You know, I'm a sucker for a good museum. And the Aviation Museum of Kentucky, if you haven't been, it's such a cool place to be. Is that part of the reason why Santa's choosing to fly in there versus somewhere else?
It is a wonderful museum. I call it our hidden gem because lots of people don't know where it is. And it's right off Man of War, right before you get to the museum if you're going toward Versailles Road. There's a little brown sign. But you can find it, and it's one of the best bargains in town. We have a kids room where they can play with different things. The museum runs camps during the summer for the children, and they get to fly during that camp. They get their own little logbook that they have their 15 minutes of actual flying the airplane. And kids come, once a kid goes to camp, he comes back year after year. They start at 10 and they can go till they're 17.
That is amazing.
It is just a fun experience, and when they do a month of camps in Lexington, and then they go to some of the surrounding airports and do camps there. And right now they are doing a STEM program for 8th graders, and a group from each of the schools is coming and learning about aviation.
See, this is just an incredible event. And we're so excited to see Santa and so excited to help support some Toys for Tots. So thank you for joining us.
Well, thank you for having us, and we hope to see you there. Bring your little ones or your big ones.
I know.
Or just bring a toy and see these cute Marines.
Absolutely. There you go.